And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Alien Spaceship stream. You could be watching from anywhere around the country or the world. I really appreciate every single one of you. Coming to you from the Spaceship Studios from a galaxy far, far away, we will now be switching over to the other screen, where the game is. Here we go. Okay. Alright, got some chickens. I hear some chickens. Okay. Well, this should just go right here, like this. Alright. These are some powerful undead zombies. What are these things? They're golden undead robbers. Okay. They're gold. They actually are gold. Oh. Probably would need this. Oh. Wrong power up. They might get me. There we go. So I had the wrong power up for the... Because there's a fireball. And I didn't have the fireball. But those are very powerful ones that may be a little bit more difficult to attack directly. Okay, so this. Alright. I know what this is. This is from the movie where they would had the people in those cages hanging there. That's what happened here. There's a dog. I didn't even realize there's a dog here. Victor. Yeah, that's a dog from the movie. Right there. Yuck, I can see. Okay, so I never realized they had a dog here, but yeah, that's the dog from the movie with the keys. So cool. Yeah, but that's from the from Raven's Cove from the movie where they're hanging in there. Yeah, so that's what they would hang pirates in there as a punishment. That's a good decoration right there. That'd be a good Halloween decoration. All right. That's the moon. Okay, let's see. Okay, that must be a tonic shop. I never saw like a room of tonic. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Lo and behold, okay, that's where the potions. I like this. Is a really cool scene right here. You have the move myself kind of like this way, I guess. I want y'all to see this whole thing, so I'm just gonna take myself out the picture for a moment. Yeah, you see this chat? It's this looks like some Harry Potter like pirate because that kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter game. The way that looks with the potion, that looks very cool. And the candle, it's ghostly looking, and I like the pirate banner right there. Yeah, that's a very cool scene right there. I've never seen a tonic station inside a room like this. It's always been outside with a gypsy carriage. Alright, so gonna bring me back here. Okay. Oh, there's chickens inside of those cages. That's why I'm hearing chickens in here. I thought it was a glitch. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. That's a crystal ball. Okay, that's a skull, and that looks like an apple similar to the apple from Barbosa. Because he likes to. There's scenes of him eating an apple. And that's my pirate right there. Okay. Oh, those are the voodoo dolls. Those are all the potions. Okay. This is where more tonic can be bought. Miracle water. Let's see. Jack Sparrow sent you in instead. Help the keepers. Okay, yeah. I shot the Captain Jack. Well, that's his name is Captain Jack. They're saying he's Jack Sparrow, but he's Captain Jack. All right, you got that right there. Skull and bones. I like the Christmas themes. Like the decorations in this game are incredible. All right. Okay. Okay, and okay. There's a method where I could press something to switch them up. I just don't quite remember the command. Right, anyway, let's put this here. Some gold. Okay, and then that's going to go there. Okay. One ingredient. Let's see. and drop this one here. This may not completely work because there's a way to shift, which I have not learned to do. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's falling into place. Let's go here. Oh, nice, a treasure chest. And let's go there. And put that gold there. Some more treasure. Okay, let's see. Alright, we got a 2 ingredients. Well, that's good. It's liquid gold. That's awesome. Then put this here. Then, let's see that. Oh, a blue crab. I've never seen that before. Okay, that didn't quite work. We almost got it though. Alright, because there's a way to shift the different buttons right there. It slipped my mind how to do that, but we'll get back to that. Now we're going to go to the other parts. Okay. I thought that was a boat for a second, but it's not. It's like a piece to the front of the ship. Right there. Okay. Alright, let's get some of these ships over here. Okay, that was a pretty good hit. Let's go to this. That was a lethal shot. Alright, now want to spin around this way and go here. Okay, so Death's Omen right there. Okay, now we'll be firing at will. Okay, that was these Juggerant ships are a bit tedious. They can be not that that fireball they release can sink this whole ship immediately. And the ship's kind of needs some help anyway. Yeah. And that is the zombie ship right there. I'm actually gonna go get the ship repaired and dock. Let's see, go this way. Nice. Now we have arrived at the island with all the nice wasps. scared. Now pumping out the water from the ship, doing some of these repairs. Let's go here. Now hammering. Now cutting some more. Okay. Now some more pumping, and this, it's, they used to do these in these ships, and the actual repairs of them were like this. They patched up things, and they would try to keep it together. It was a lot of work. Yeah. A ship wouldn't just get destroyed. You sometimes they were able to repair it in moments. Okay. Next part. Okay, now it's repaired. Pretty much repaired. That was quick, and these are a bunch of Navy ships, by the way. From the Navy. Okay, so this other situation, you could capture the ship and board it, or you can just simply sink it. Those are two options. Oh, wrong one. That's the wrong one too, but let's see. Type of dynamite. That's a good power up to have. Okay, let's go. Well, it's not giving us the option to do the other thing, so I guess you're just going to have to. Let's see. Well, that's a glitch. Let's see. Ah, it says just to click is over, so I don't know. Okay, it'll sink in a minute. That way. Anyway. I could go tug it back into shore. To an island over there. So my opinion about the Navy, it might be some sort of a glitch, or I misread something, but it should be probably a glitch why it didn't completely. Okay, is it? It should be sunk already, but it's not. Oh, 36 seconds left. Alright, it's about to go down. It officially sunk. Alright, now going to go this way and fire. Boom. Nice, both ships sunk. Alright, now, and usually these reverence these types of other ships out here. They like to attack on their own. They don't usually, they like hunt the pirate ships down. The other ships are just NPCs. Okay, and over this way, fire at the will.
Turn him into fish food. They think they can outgun us? Open fire and plunder all you can. Plunder those ships.
Missed. So we're just going to do it like this then. Oh, let's try it. Let's try it. That is a risky move. Don't recommend, considering the damage that we got. But yeah, you could. Sometimes I'll go and take a cannon and firing at it with a single cannon instead of using all the cannons, because it's a little exercise I do sometimes. It's a little game I invented for myself. Okay, fire that.
Take what you can. Give nothing back. Keep at it. There'll be loot aboard those ships. The Navy's put a bounty on us. Those hunters are coming to collect.
Oh, the bounty hunters are coming.
Turn him into fish food.
Alright. I'm a bit damaged to fight them, but let's see. A little bit damaged.
Bounty hunter!
Oh, did this glitch out? It's not even showing an attack. Let's see. Oh no, it's working. Again, I missed. Okay, so let's try this. That's pretty good. But it could sink me instantly if it hits me with one of those fireballs, or the flamethrower thing in there. Okay. Now let's spin this way. Ah, wrong move. Okay. Again, a little bit of a misstep. Now, for some reason, the cannons aren't completely firing at full range. I don't know what that's about. Let's go out a little bit. Okay, looks like it's working again. Completely miss. Okay. Okay, then it's almost gone, and then we'll dock if we make it, which I believe we will. Okay. I missed again. So going back over this way. Well, that was silly. I'm not going to into it like I'm supposed to, so let's go a little bit more into it. Scared. All right.
Keep at it.
All right, great. We got a treasure chest. Excellent. I'll go to the foggy island of Cuba. They added weather to this game, which I think it is a very good touch to it because before it was just one weather, it was just sunny. Now it looks like it's kind of foggy with some clouds. I like that. It's about to be raining over here in this game soon. The clouds are very realistic, in my opinion. Oh, there's another bounty hunter. I'm scared. I'm docking though. I got one. Now we're gonna get over to this way. The swampy island of Cuba. Here we go. Okay, and that's a giant Venus flytrap, of course. Let's see. The land of alligators. Okay, so this is the way out in this direction. The regular parts of Cuba. The other part was inside a jungle. But of course, there's much more of this place they don't show in the game. Like over there, there's mountains and all kinds of swamps. But the game doesn't go that far into it. For whatever reason. So yeah, that's more of Cuba that we don't see. Let's go to an island. Okay. To the volcano one. Got the sandmen, snowmen right there. That looks like an amethyst stone. Oh, that's pretty cool. One time I saw this whole place get burned to the ground during a raid. Difficult to defend. There wasn't really much people here. Just two, or just myself. Inside the cave. That is a good sword right there. The lava flowing is always so mesmerizing. That effect was a very good touch to it. Of course, nobody can like fall into it. Reminds you of the Mario games where they would have the lava level, but it's like in real life. Well, in the game life. Yeah, that's a dark corner right there. Have these different mercenaries, things like that. Okay. It's like a medieval cave. Catacombs. Well, that won't work. Let's use this one to level up this. Now, time for this other one. Yeah, they mine silver, gold, diamonds, and that's how they transport the materials around. Okay. Let's try the dagger. Yeah, this type of dagger. It's two daggers. You keep throwing back and forth. Not back and forth like this way, but you can just throw both at the same time. That's nice. Yeah, this is cool. It's a good weapon. Alright. Nearly at level 15. That's good. Let's get some more. Okay. Are they gonna get me? Oh, I'm ambushed. Oh, they're all after me now. Oh, wow. I got myself healed. And I still... This is a glitch. I got myself healed. But they got me knocked out, though. Scared. This is a terrifying scene. You got some skeleton dude just laughing, and then you got this dark, hellish hole. So yeah, scared. The groggy pirate is gonna go over here. Let's see. All right. I'll try the other dagger. Let's see. Same type of dagger. Okay. Okay, that worked out well. More of them are coming in. Now he's gonna burn. Take it all. Yeah, he's going to eventually collapse. There he goes, but no treasure. Okay. And there's a sword that I do not need. I have that exact sword. I like the opening. Okay, let's... Alright, more tonic. Another. It's a winter chest. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're upgrading the weapon soon. So this is like, as I said, gold, probably silver. It could be diamonds. This type of minerals they were mining from these mines. Okay, let's go down this way. See, I would think there'd be bats in here, but there's actually no bats in here. That's more in Raven's Cove, but I think I've seen some bats before. Oh, something hit me. Let's see what that's about. Where'd he go? Oh, I didn't even see this dude here. Well, let's see. Let's go this way. Alright. Alright. Now let's go through this cave in this direction. Now, it's nice and dark in this region, and now we'll go out this way. Alright. Okay, this is the part that has the forest in here. I mean, the jungle, rather. Oh, I didn't even notice this big stump. Let's go. Okay, so now we're going to set fire to this thing right here. Alright, this is like an island inside a... It's like this place is basically an oasis inside a disturbing forest, a giant catacombs of fire in a lava cave, right? It's an oasis. And the island is a lava island. And shout out to the cool people watching, lurking that are cool people. All right. And appreciate everybody. Okay, so look at this. We have the halo effect hovering over on some of the monsters right there. This way. Yeah, that happened quickly. Now, getting this dagger out on the side of this. So, around this entire island is a lava island, and then this is the only part where you have cool things like water and trees. But of course, the lava is cool, but if someone's trying to survive, this is the place to go. So, it's more interior of the island. These skeleton pirates look like they're on crack. They do. From my opinion. Alright, here we go. Dagger time. That was an effective weapon. Okay, let's see how it does against this one. Better than I thought it would do. Okay. Huh. Alright, I upgraded the dagger. And I got a winter plunder. Okay. Let's go here. Gold belt. Something I'm going to probably use to replace. Mountain. Plain. Get rid of the box belt. Okay. Part of the winter plunder. Oh, this way we will go. Oh, right here. Level 17. Okay. A big spooky gator. Whoa, the stump followed me. I'm scared. Followed me all the way into the water. All right. So more upgrades with the dagger. Yeah. So that this is the oasis, and now passing through the other side. Oh, hello, Delight. It's great to see you. Thank you for helping out. I also hope you have a sensational holiday as well. Okay, thank you. I hope that you've been doing all right with whatever you've been doing. All right, so this is gold, obviously. This is gold in the cave. Okay, and yeah, this is something I haven't noticed. They must have made a new thing here. Yeah, so this must be all gold that they're mining in this part. Hey, you're welcome. I have been doing well. It's nice to be here and do this game, and I'm enjoying this. Let's see. So recently, been looking over the OJ trial. There's been lots of commotion recently, so it's nice and quiet now, for the moment at least. Oh, you've been busy. Work, work, work. Okay, yeah. Hey, here is another one. Yeah, and the my holiday. I have Halloween. I have a lot of decorations, and for Christmas I have decorations too. And I'm enjoying the lights because there's a lot of Christmas lights and the decorations. It consists of lots of lights and blow molds, so that's nice to look at. I've been also looking at some research for some videos. Where I am, which probably where you are too, the Christmas is going to be a little bit warmer than usual where I am, uh, in my region. So it's pretty a little plot twist to the Christmas story. And Delight says it's always busy for me during the holidays. Okay, yeah, I mean a lot of people that I know are busy during the holidays too. I Yesterday I was a little busy getting some stuff done I had to do when I came on a little bit later than usual. This On the weekends I'm probably gonna be doing like gaming streams, talking about cooking stuff also. But yeah, that is quite a few of my friends are busy too. Oh, 94 where you are, it was yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Where I am, it's going to be allegedly 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Where I am, which is warm for my. It's a very warm weather around Christmas, but usually, sometimes it's cooler or cold, but it's a little bit warmer this year. And last year, I mean, this earlier this year, it snowed, so that was something rare. These are the catacombs, where there's a lot of like zombie skeletons in here. Yeah, this is a haunting skeleton. Oh, I'm cutting this dude up pretty good. Oh, oh yeah. There's other more to the catacombs than just this. I'm able to look at it before they slice me up. Let's see. Let's see. I've been thinking about Masters and Commanders while I was playing this game because that, from the movie you showed me, is very similar to this type of game, especially when they're repairing the ship. I was thinking about earlier when I was repairing it. And I do think that movie accurately depicted what goes on in this time period. Even if like it didn't get as big as it could have gotten, I still think that it was worthwhile. Um, oh, hello, Duke. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Shout out to the flamingos and the chickens and the bisons and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. It has a good story arc to it. Oh, okay. I think that the story arc is very good because it shows struggles and it shows good and bad. Like on the high seas, and it was well written. Yeah, that's funny, Duke. That's funny. This is the part where they had the spooky stuff. It's the um, where all the mausoleum is. It's real dark in this entrance. Haunted Mansion is a good one with a crypt. So this is basically like a crypt in here. There's like a light of an unknown. Okay, so this is some coffins. Oh, that's good to know. I mean, oh, okay, that's cool. So, shout out to you, Duke. And they use real ships built just for the film. Yeah, yeah, because a lot of times in the modern age they use special effects for everything. I like how they built their own ships for the film, and the craftsmanship that went into those ships are really impressive. And for instance, when you have a ship and it's built by hand, to the ground up, and then they use that, it's really authentic and it could show people what it was like on those high seas. So the time and dedication it took for them to do that, I admire very much. And all the stuff was handmade. Oh, okay. So yeah, handmade with the different tables and cloths. I mean, a lot of time had to go into that. All right, so this is the crypt part. We have all these tombs just stacked on top of each other. It's a really a wild place here. Yeah, yeah. He was a so I commend them for being so creative and so passionate about making the film as accurate as possible. So yeah, that I think took a lot of time, and it was well worth it. Okay, so that was the catacomb part. Oh, another thing I liked about that film was the flags in it. Though that was really nice too. The and the concept of exploring an island, because that's what we do a lot in this game. We explore the different islands. So that was nice too, because in the island you they were looking for different insects. They were looking for different critters, creatures that were exotic to them at the time. So it was like their Google. So I like how they incorporated that into the film. Also, okay, and then you have this right here. You have this Jolly Roger. That's the Jolly Roger ghost. Okay, and now I want to teleport to the other island. Okay. With some voodoo magic, you're able to teleport to different islands, which I think is pretty cool. I'm pretty far out. Okay, so yeah, this island's pretty secluded from all the other places. Okay, let's go to Port Royal. My opinion about that movie is they should have made a second one. They didn't get to do that, but I thought that would have been pretty cool. So now going to go this way. Oh yeah, let's go out this right here, right here. Just like Masters and Commanders, we have repairing the ship, but in a virtual way. Just like the movie, it was that was another thing that to me that stuck out about it was the way they're repairing the ship, because that's what they do in this game. Like you usually the movies will have you think that the ship just sinks, but no, they have to repair it. Not that movie, but other movies in this game. Oh, I admired the friendship between the captain and the doctor. And the doctor was caring for the sick and the different people that were injured and the young boy. And their friendship and the struggle that they were going through was a very good character arc, I think. Yeah, I like the. They're also the instruments they're playing were nice. That was cool too. Yes, yes, it was a horror of the film. Indeed, I liked the dinner, the feast they were having. I liked that scene. I liked the utensils they used because now throughout time they use different utensils for things. Of, I mean, I'll rephrase that. They use different types of utensils that's evolved over time. That's so I like the classic ones they had. Yeah. And you see the suffering and the hardships they faced in the movie made their bond stronger, I think. Okay. So that is a good symbolism in the film, a good lesson learned from the film, that it was able to show like the struggles made the bond stronger, and it's just a lot of times the hero will suffer 80% of the movie, in my opinion, sometimes, and then those hardships make develop do character development. So I think in the movie there's lots of character development that occurred. Those are some very brave people to go out in those waters like that and explore different lands. All right, now we're patching that up. Okay, that's pretty much finished. Now we're gonna go out and get some of the ships. There's a legendary ship out that way. Okay, thank you for the fun fact, Delight. The guy that played the Doctor was the same guy who played Vision in the Avengers movies. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know that he took other roles, and the captain was in Gladiator.
Captain, they know we be pirates. Plundering will make 'em real mad.
Okay, so we're gonna attack some more of these ships. Oh, okay, okay. I forgot his name. We're gonna solve that problem right now. Let's see. Let's see. Paul Bettany. Oh, okay. Thank you for the info. Yeah, so it's Paul Bettany. Bettany. I maybe pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, Jennifer Connolly. Yeah. Thanks for the info. And she's a good actress. She was in a lot of those '80s movies and '90s. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. She was in Labyrinth. That was a movie I saw when I was in uh, high school because we were learning about labyrinths, and I was interested in looking at the movie about it.
Take what you can. Give nothing back.
She was in Top Gun Maverick, right? Right. That is correct. I see you, Duke. I see you, buddy. And so I think that with those '80s movies, it was the animation, of course, was not like how we have it now. But I thought that they did the best they could for the time, and it's the artwork that came out of it, like the type of animations that they did was very intriguing. How they did it, like the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That was some pretty cool art that they made. Although now things are more realistic looking, the that's very classic. The type of movies back then. Yeah, Labyrinth was a good show. Yeah. Now the Labyrinth, I like. Yeah, that one. There's also Gremlins. That was a that one was pretty. Had a lot going on in that one. The Gremlins. Some type of a concept animation. Oh, hand drawn animation. Absolutely. So the Disney movies from the past, for instance, those were very good. For instance, I used to watch those all the time. I mean I saw some of those movies when I was growing up, when I was very little. They're still using those animations briefly before they went to the uh, computer animated stuff. I liked the classic ones, the hand drawn animation. I liked the original Disney movies. I liked. We were talking yesterday about Cat Dog, which was a cartoon on Nickelodeon. That was hand drawn. There's a couple that with those. I like that artwork they did it. Although computer animation's cool too, but yeah, definitely the hand drawn stuff was very. It's artwork, right? Oh, like Primal. Yes, yes, correct. I remember that movie you were telling me about, which I saw it. It was, and I'm glad that they still were doing that when that came out. Of that's very good in detail over some of the more, which it kind of combines both of them, but the hand drawn stuff I think is very important to continue putting in there, and even the modern movies, because I think they really made the older ones more classic. Yeah, yeah. I saw it last year. It was very good. The animation was incredible. I definitely agree.
We sunk her, Captain.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I do agree. It's really good. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you for telling me. I didn't even know Adult Swim was still out. It was still a thing.
Keep at it. There'll be loot aboard those ships. Plunder those ships.
Oh, it's active on YouTube. Okay, I didn't know. Thanks. Gendy Tarveski's Primal on January 11th. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I will look into that. Season 3 start January 11th. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because it's advanced. It's a hand drawn and it's modern looking. So as I said, I'm glad that they're still using the hand drawn type of animation. It's pretty cool.
We sunk her, Captain.
Ooh, that hit me pretty good. It could sink me possibly. I'm gonna try to sink this ship, but I might go down. I'm pretty damaged. Okay. This will be close.
Turn him into fish food.
Alright, now we're gonna go to the closest island and dock. Yeah, yeah. The my character's on fire. Yeah. So this is the character of the other view of him. Let's see. This way. That's the face camera. Looks kind of like Peter Pan type Schwartz right there. Oh, the other movie that you told me about, Flow, that's another good one. I like that type of animation too. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, I agree. I always like the aesthetic of a movie and like the either animation or the art in it. That really adds a seal. Yeah, Flow is beautiful. Yeah, that is a seal to the whole thing. Okay, now going back out. And go back out in a little speedboat. Now, regarding horror films, the older ones, House on Haunted Hill is one of my favorites from the classic ones because I just the way they did the scary scenes was so like and the artwork that they had in a way was more frightening or eerie than like some of the stuff that we have today where it's more realistic looking. So that one was well conducted. You know, the Vincent Price movies I think are really good. It's, you know, because back in the past you didn't always have like the technology that we have today, so they worked with what they had. That I do think it's cool if they could mix up different time periods together and use different methods in one movie. Like how they still have drawing animations like they used to. They still have that now. Like you can combine both of them. That's, I think, a interesting concept. This game, for instance, they were able to put weather in it, and it usually didn't have weather. So I'm glad that they finally put that in there. Okay, let's see. This is called Driftwood Island. Now it's raining in the game. All right, finally in the game it is raining. So scared. And now shredding this thing to bits. Driftwood is excellent for campfires. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We'll go to this island to get the campfire wood. Yeah, see, this is all the stuff that's drifted in here. This is a giant crab right here. Driftwood reminds you of seaweed, and seaweed's used in a lot of dishes, especially in Asia. Well, that is a nice. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like this scene with the moon is very nice here. So you have the moon, and you have some a ship that crashed on shore right there. So that's a cool effect. Okay, let's see. Oh, the primal, the animation is, I like the green, the glowing in there. That's nice. 'And let's see. Toy Story 5, 2026. Let's see if this is realistic. Let's see. Now, yeah, there's gonna be. It looks like there's gonna be another Toy Story. June 19, 2026. Wow. You learn something new every day, huh? So the yeah, Toy Story 5 will come out next year in the summer. I didn't even know they're still making those. That's cool. I was looking at like movies that are animated that are gonna be coming out next year, and that's gonna be one of them. Okay, now the moon went and hit its face. Now there's a movie, an alien movie that I saw the rerun of in 2002 when it when it went back in movie theaters for a moment. The E.T. movie, I like aliens obviously, so the E.T. movie. I saw that like 20 years ago, 20 something years ago. I last that one I thought was good. Some people think it's nightmare inducing. I I thought that animation stuff, the way they had the props, was very eye catching. So those effects were cool. I remember when I saw it came out like in the '80s. I'm like, I wasn't even born then, so I'm like, hmm. And then I was like, oh, okay, it was a replay because I knew I saw that in movie theater. There's like no way. Yeah, there's some movies that I saw in movie theaters that must have been like re-releases because it came out like 10 or 20 years before that. I'm like, oh, so that usually answers my question when I get confused with that. So, yeah, and another animation, I like Tim Burton type movies. The stop animation is very good. Like with the Santa Claus uh, or the Christmas movies they made in the '60s or '70s, probably the '70s. They had these stop clay animations. Same thing with Nightmare Before Christmas. That had to be very meticulous and tedious to do, and that's a cool effect that they put in those movies. That is, I don't know if it's done as often now. I'm not putting down computer animation because computer animation is uh, good in its own right, but the other stuff shouldn't be completely abandoned. Well, you like stop motion as well, yeah. Yeah, so there's been independent creators that have created stop motion films. You know what I did? I liked making little things like that too, little small films as a hobby. I've done that before. I think it's a good thing to put in movies and express a story because a lot of it's storytelling. That's basically what it is. It's telling a story. It's really cool how they had different ways of implementing that. The first thing I learned about with cartoons, how they work, is it was from Nickelodeon. I think the creator of the Fairly Odd Parents was explaining it in like a short little clip on Nickelodeon. It was they take a ball and you can put it in different locations and then use a flip pad and then it like bounces like a scene. That's basically how it works. And that concept on a larger scale is like the movies that the cartoons that we see now. The way Disney created those older animation films was sometimes they would take a big like a tower and put a bunch of transparent pictures and move them around. It looked like a big machine, and they would have the camera pointed downwards at the film of the cartoon. And I always want to know how they did that, and that's how they did it. So uh, that's how they did those older Disney cartoons. Oh, we got giant killer wasps on deck. That was a pretty cool move. Okay, now, yeah, so this is a ship that just kind of crashed on the shore. But not, I say kind of because it didn't exactly make it onto the shore, but it like crashed into the shoreline itself, definitely. Oh, this is like an abandoned ship. The killer crabs. Okay, let's see. Ah, oh yeah, the camels. Shot the camels. Oh yes, good one. Delight says like mutiny on the Bounty, where they purposely crashed the ship and then burned it so no one could find them. Yeah, that maybe that's what happened in this situation. They crashed the ship on purpose and then they went off and deserted somewhere where they can't be found. In this game, yeah, that's a a good uh, scene. In the pirate movie, they were on an island with a bunch of savages that were trying to eat them. And they had a scene where the Black Pearl was crashed ashore like that. So there are still islands out there and civilizations that never met people. You know, first world or third world people. Like these people are still have spears and sticks and stuff. So uh, there's all kinds of mysteries in the world that are still unsolved in these different locations. Yeah, cannibals are scary. Yeah, yeah. The island of cannibals. They're trying to eat Captain Jack, and then release him from his human bond. But they didn't quite. This is an excuse to eat the dude. Let's see. Um, there's many instances in history when they had things like that happen from the different islands and stuff and other civilizations, but it's quite frightening indeed. Yeah. Going out for a swim. Now, the oceans have been undiscovered. Like we don't always know like what's in the oceans, and that's an interesting concept about. We don't always know what's there because it hasn't all been explored. All right. Now, yeah. So this is the Krabby Island. Oh, there's the scary island to go to. Let's go to that one. And right there. Okay, yeah, this is Raven's Cove. It's a spooky island. And there's all kinds of ghosts and phantoms here. Like, for instance, right there, instant death. Now, Delight, do you know of another movie on the high seas similar to Masters and Commanders? I would be curious to know of another one too, because I know they made quite a few of those. I think I don't really know for certain. I assume they would have, not of that specific movie sequel, but just other a similar one to it. Yeah, this is basically an island where I am at, where there's like an asylum of confusion here, where there's some crazy people in this island. Oh, the bounty. Okay, thank you. I was learning something about. Some say it's pronounced Iran, but I say Iran. We all agreed to say Iran because that's what we always would say. But bounty 1984. Okay, thank you. There was this. Iran has a Bermuda Triangle, so there's this part of there's a desert in there that camels and people wouldn't go into, and there's mysterious noises from the desert and like rumbling and hissing noises, and they thought that they were the jinn or the genies that were or ghosts and stuff that were in there. There's allegedly an oasis somewhere in the middle of it. It's really intense. I like intense movies. Facts. And 84 was a good year, and the 80s had a lot of good movies. 84 specifically had a lot of good movies that came out from people that were there told me about it, and the movies I saw from the 80s, 84 was cool. Yeah, so it's another one to add to the list. The and in this oasis, it's allegedly guarded by the jinn, or what we call genies, and it's has treasure in it, all these and water, and it's like a and grassland, like trees and stuff, like palm trees. But it's a legend. It's not really real. They went into the desert with advanced equipment and they didn't find it. But they allege that the genies guard it so people can't see it. But that's just in the mythology. The reason why, the likely reason why the desert has the weird noises from their from that weird desert is that when it's hot and cold, it's when you're going from hot and cold, the rocks will crack and make a hissing noise or some sort of a thing like that, and the dunes make rumbling sounds. So that's what those people were hearing, and they thought that there were spirits. But I had to be, I can't even like trying to fathom what that sounds like because it's a big desert with thousands of rocks and they make these noises when it comes like say it's like hot, and then it becomes cold at night and it just drops and it causes a pressure on the rocks to just crack open. But I did see on YouTube the rumbling dunes, and it's like the dunes are alive, but they're not. Just the pressure and the heat on the desert sand and the rocks cause them to uh, come from all kinds of noises come from the desert. Yeah, yeah. That's something that I just am learning though. I didn't think about that before. I mean, I always knew about deserts, but yeah, I'm learning now that the desert has some strange noises in them. So this one, so that one desert, it had they thought it was cursed because anyone that went into that desert died, like didn't come back. The reason why people didn't come back from the desert was because it was just a wasteland, and there's nothing really in there to, and they couldn't get out, so they just got lost and died. That's a logical explanation for it. And the camels were, uh, why the camels didn't like the desert. You know, there's different speculations about that, but not necessarily anything supernatural, but they didn't want to go in there for, you know, it's not a safe place. Their instincts. Oh, and it's probably alleged. You know, maybe one camel didn't want to go in there and one camel did. It just that's kind of like a rumor. The dunes move like ocean waves. Okay, thank you. The There is this explorer from the 1900s that went into Iran and documented what the locals are saying about that region and told the people in the West about it. So it's based on those accounts. It's basically the dunes of Jinn. And they heard like singing sounds in there. That's also caused them, but it was just the desert making weird noises. Let's see. Oh, I'm back. Okay. No one likes the desert. We just learned to live with it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of like the heat. It's like no one likes to. A lot of people don't like it when it gets too hot, but you learn to live with it. Yeah. Yeah, because it's just as I said. For me, it's difficult to fathom like what kind of noises these deserts make. But I know they make noises. I've heard some of the noises, but it just at first reading, describing it, the all these. I'm sure there's millions of rocks in these deserts, and they're all cracking open at once. That has to be crazy. But if it makes like an eerie noise, like a let's see, look, this is Crazy Ned right here. He's a crackhead. Scared. Yeah, so that was something when I was studying about conspiracy theories. That's something I came across about the that desert. And there's nothing supernatural in there. Now there is alleged supernatural entities in the deserts from the Middle East, but that particular one, there's no evidence of a supernatural. They could be there, but there's logical explanations for the reasons why they thought it was supernatural. Sand dunes are huge waves of sand. All right, so I'm glad to know now that sand dunes move. It's not like a pile of sand. They move like waves of the ocean. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here because I didn't mean to go in this region. All right, moving back this way. Sounds like it's just going to be ocean noises, but now the ocean noises are subsiding. Okay. Now, a hypothetical explanation, like a movie, right? So, I was doing research, and a hypothetical movie that could like be made of a realistic situation where the dunes of Jin were real is that it was he got somebody a caravan merchant, and he's going into the desert, that the haunted desert, and he's about to like pass out, and then he sees this oasis and treasure, stuff like that. And these magical spirits were able to conceal it and open it up to certain people. Then he was rescued, and then he was like, "Oh, this is what I saw." Logical explanation would be, you see a mirage, right? So there's a mirage. It means you think you see water and trees, but it's not really there, or some hallucination from the heat. Now, from a fictional movie, you could say a scene where he has a diamond that came from this oasis he took with him that would prove that there's something there that's being concealed. Like, so that would be a fictitious scenario of like a movie on the origins of that. But logical explanation would be that there was just uh, people saying stories to explain things they didn't know. It's likely these legends came back from the Babylonian time period. It's thousands of years ago, so it just was passed down from centuries. And that's something I've not heard of this legend, because we know the Bermuda Triangle from the one over off the coast of Florida, and there's a Dragon's Triangle which is in Japan, which is allegedly linked to the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, I said this crazy Ned right there. So yeah, this is the haunted island where Jolly Rogers and a couple of other ones, the haunted pirates, destroyed this island, and they never repaired it. Yeah, and we got some ghosts here inside this one. All right, so you have ghosts. These are the ghosts. Okay, so they died in the catastrophe, and they died in here, and they're good ghosts. They're not the bad kind. Okay, so now going back out to sea. Scared. There was a zombie movie I liked. It was very good. I have to refresh my memory. I remember the name of the movie, but I I want to make sure I get this right. Let's see. Um, let's go here. I know this. I know this movie. Okay. 19. I'll get it. Let's see. I think it's that one. Night of the Living Dead. That movie. That was a good zombie movie. I saw the 90s one, and I only saw parts of the original. I heard that the original was very disturbing. When I was little during Halloween, there would be this different costumes you could get, and then I got one from the old fashioned zombie movie, and I'm like, hey, even that had a evolution of characters over time. There was one that I wanted where it looked kind of like one of these pirate skeletons that we see in the game. But yeah, the different skeletons. I mean, the zombie movies changed over time. Same thing with the pirate type movies. Like when Pirates of the Caribbean came out, it changed the whole landscape of how we see pirates. It's movies, but a lot of them have, you know, the white with red stripes. That was how pirates used to look. In a lot of movies, then when these other movies came out, they gave them more darker colors. Okay, and this is another island with killer wasps. Oh, this is another scary Mary. Look at this. Scared. I agree. I agree. Yeah, the landscape is very well done indeed. You have the different greens and pastures, not pastures, but different green swampy land. Then you got these mountains, like a mountain, and then you got these more trees up there. Over time, it has changed positively over time. Right. And the characters are pretty cool too. Okay, and also like the tombstones that are in here. The Tortuga, I haven't gone there yet today. Let's go to Tortuga. All right. Shots Mary Toodles. Yeah, this is Tortuga. They. This is where you have the wagon. You got a place to get different haircuts and jewelry and things like that. All right, so this is the Christmas decorations. And here's are some Sandmen. Okay, and this is the palm tree with all the different Christmas ornaments on there. Very cool. Yeah, I think they used to have a thing where you could take some gifts out of there. I don't know if they're doing that. It must be around Christmas they do it. But yeah, that's the what they're having there. This is like some of the winter collection. Okay, let's move some stuff around and I'll get a one of these Santa hats. Okay, now we're going to get the Santa hat. Oh, the trousers. That's something. Not the hat. Maybe we'll get the. We'll get that. That way we could still keep the hat on that we have now. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, those tattoos. Yeah. Which I'll show you the tattoo shop. A little bit of a labyrinth here, but we're going to go the other side where the tattoos are. Ah, this way. Oh yeah, absolutely. They're very cool. Yeah, these are some of the buildings this way. Let's go. This is the medical center. This is like the hospital or the doctor's office. See, it has the green reef and the red bow. And there's a dude strapped to a table. Must be a crazy. Yes, it's old Spanish architecture. Yeah. That's the doctor doing his thing right there. Right here is the. This is the tavern pub. Has that is Captain Jack himself. Okay, yeah, that's Captain Jack, and that's Mr. Gibbs right there. Bendrick Dead Butler, they have a couple different characters. That's some poker. I've played poker before. There, okay. I've never been to this office before. Okay. Okay, it's an office, pen and paper, books. You know, they got stockings here. They have a flintlock, they have a voodoo doll, and a cannonball. Oh, some candy canes. Nice. Yeah, so those are some more of the stockings, and this is like where they do seamstress. They're doing sewing here and making clothes. Yeah, because usually in the game we get things from plunder or buy it from the other shop. This must be like a more wire selection. Interesting. Oh, and then they have right here. Let's see. That looks pretty cool. Jewelry, then that up there. Okay, there's different types of shops. You get different things done. Let's go in here. This is the jewelry shop where they sell different earrings and things and stuff like that. These are different types of rings the pirate can get. You know, these different that, or usually we have like different rings. This is another one, another tavern, the King's Arm. This is a quest that's completed. I did for this guy. Okay. He says you did that with speed and agility. Agility. I couldn't really see the word. Thank you. Fine work. Here's the cufflinks. Ever need to work? I could use someone with your talents. Alrighty. Happy holidays. What? I got a. I got some Santa Claus pants. Oh, you're having power outages, Delight? Okay. Hopefully that clears up. I know power outages can be annoying, like where I am. It can cause a problem. There is this time where, like, with power outages, for instance, uh, depending on different disasters, stuff like that, it can be quite annoying. Then there's a time where, with the outage, like over in San Francisco, San Diego, somewhere over there, I there's an outage yesterday. Now, is there a reason for it? I remember one of my friends that's from where around you where you are was saying about an outage happened recently. So yeah, I don't know if it's weather or what it is. Oh, okay. The reasons are unknown. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this is pumping out the water from the ship. They could be working on something 1,000 kms. Always that would affect us. Oh, okay. Okay. It could be maybe they're doing work on something and that's what's causing the outage. Okay. Yeah. Usually, like in my city, if something like that's happening, they send out an alert when something's going on. The Queen Anne's Revenge has gone down. Okay. Cutting through the wood. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's remote. I mean, it can. The lack of communication would. I would be like thinking while like I wouldn't even be not even be upset with the power outage itself. It's like, uh, if there's something they could have told people what's going on, that would be. I would prefer to know what was going on, but then people don't say anything. That would be quite irritation. But yeah, certainly if it's hot too, and an outage happens, it makes things a little bit more uncomfortable too. Yeah, we're doing some more bracing on the ship to help fix it. All right. LOL, Duke. Okay. Scared. Okay, now the ship is repaired. The way this ship is designed, it's designed for speed. But it probably should use something to make it more secure from being attacked. Also, yeah. So Moon looks very cool in the game. I like the way that looks. There's Davy Jones's cave somewhere around here. Look at the map. I'm back. We're gonna head over to this island. Let's go here. This is a cursed cave with the characters from the Davy Jones crew in here. It looks even similar to the ship, the Flying Dutchman. Like this one right here. This is a good fight right here. Hello, Mary Toodles. Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, looks like I'm on fire now. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, these are some. So yeah, this is the. And Davy Jones is in here, in one of the caves, deeper in. Right there. I found this New Year's a few years ago. I was like, because one of my friends was in here fighting an enemy, and I was like, marvel that they actually put Davy Jones in here because they usually didn't have him. And the water's very different looking. It's a baby blue. Okay. So that is Davy Jones right there, in a holographic form. And these are some of the other enemies that were from Davy Jones's crew. They're quite powerful. Okay. And this is it looks like another cave inside this cave. Okay. Let's go in here. The Kraken's lair. Nice. I've never been in here before. First time seeing this. This is a part of the game we couldn't access before. Okay, I'm glad that we know what it is. Alright. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, this is, and they have a bunch of ships in here that have fallen. It's a ship graveyard. Yeah, because the crack. Okay, this must be where the Kraken puts the different ships that it catches. I mean, that it captures. Wow. Okay. This must be like Davy Jones' locker. You got this one character that's just like sleeping there. Oh, my character looks like it's stuck. Oh, it's glitching. Oh, it nearly glitched out for a second. There's enemies everywhere. Wow. Got some other players that are here too. Oh, this is so. Oh, they're working on something. Okay. Okay, this is like a dead end. Oh, those are some enemies. Okay. Yeah, so this is the Kraken's lair. There's ships on top of things. Oh, it's a very dramatic scene indeed. Oh, it's a little crab, a little crab. I've never seen this little thing before. Let's see. These crabs are on fire now. They're enemy crabs. Okay. Little bubbles. Oh, they must be fighting an enemy. Because sometimes they'll gang up on an enemy like this, and then they'll go and pounce. Okay. Nice. Oh, I got the right dagger for this right here. All right, we got. Okay, so yeah, this is the cracking of. It seems more like a graveyard of ships. That's basically what it is. Okay. It seems like a maze. Oh, this is like a one of those other ships. The zombie ships. Okay. All right. That completes that. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go this way. All right. Okay, everybody. So this will complete tonight's stream about the gaming. Well, I thank you all for that were here before, that lurked, that hung out with us tonight. Uh, have a good one, good holiday season, and Merry Christmas to everybody, and uh, have a good evening, afternoon, day, and peace.